this can go the way you guys wanted it to go. No, I'm playing frick. I'm gonna have to take it off.
At small forward, Bruce Brown. In the middle, 6.
In the backcourt matchup.
I'm gonna take on Shawnee, Mr. Shawnee, man. I'm like, Alright, guys, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let y'all guys watch this.
Triple threat and at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that three ball, Kevin.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Irving. Then it's Curry. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Curry gets the bucket.
You're always looking to see if somebody has a better shot, even if your name's Klay Thompson. Nice dish.
Pass to Drummond. And it's Looney with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Here's the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Giving Wiggins something in the catch and shoot. This is good offense and keeps him in a good rhythm.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
Now here's Wiggins. 25 points last game. Curry kicks to Wiggins. And it's off from 3-point range. The Nets still looking like they're getting going. 6-point game. Curry against Wiggins. Outside Curry. Now here's Drummond. Tight defense on him. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulder.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
Now Irving. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thompson against Curry. The pass to KD. Drummond sets the screen for KD. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. The kick out to Irving. Hands the 12-footer.
Irving feeling confident, just rising up and knocking down the mid-range J.
Curry looking around. That one misses.
ED giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Warriors leading by 4 and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Steve Nash for a minute. We talked about Klay Thompson and his tendency to go nuclear at any given moment. Coach said he had 37 in that one quarter. He can do that anytime he's on the court. If he hits a few in a row, we need to foul, call timeouts, do something to cool him off. They won't be taking any chances with Klay tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now here's Durant after the miss from Klay Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it up. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. And the shot goes in.
That's why Andre Drummond is up there in the league leaders in field goal percentage. Down low, high percentage shots.
Now the last and the craziest Get Free T-shirt. Show us what you got, fans. Look who's coming out onto the court. Get up on your feet and welcome your Warriors. 10 team.
Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
This team.
Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. You look at Brooklyn. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that.
And seeing where the Nets are, when you think back on how well they finished the regular season last year, it's hard to believe they're just an average team at this point.
Last year looked effortless for this squad, not so much this year. They're having to grind out some wins that last year they would have breezed through.
Now, here's Poole. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Porter kicks to Bielitsa. Kuminga sends a screen for Porter. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Pass to Dragic. Here's Johnson out to the right wing. Now Mills. He had 15 points last outing. Second shot opportunity. That ties the game.
Just a nice job of sniffing one out right there. Would love to see Johnson try to get a few more of those freebies.
Payton passes to Bielitsa. On the wing, Porter. Passes it to Poole to end the cold streak. That shot missing, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
Now, here's Poole. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Porter. Drives to the hoop. Inside, and stolen by Thomas. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mills with it. Now Payton defending.
Yeah, quick foul picked up right away here in the first quarter.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn.
Blake Griffin.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Rebound, Brooklyn.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Dragic a screen on Porter. Thomas kicks to Dragic. Left side, Griffin. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, you look at this run they're on, and you have to give a lot of credit to their effort on the glass.
Spins. Porter finds Poole. Over Dragic. And Poole gets it to go.
One of the more skilled offensive players, and it's on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets. They're up by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And this Warriors team has an interesting mix of championship vets with hungry young players. Andrew Wiggins spoke about that great dynamic.
The best on our team love to teach. The good player, they're always telling us why we did it, why you should do this, why you should do that. So it's been a lot of learning and also been very exciting for the young players.
Agreed. No doubt Wiggins has been soaking up that wisdom. Craig stepping up his game in the process.
Yeah, a big culture shift coming from Minnesota. It's blossomed under the tutelage of these Hall of Famers.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
So for Brooklyn now, the post Bear Durant. And along with Griffin. Irving is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many through this. It's just another of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt it? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. Brooklyn trailing. Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. You know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes his team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Green. Rebounded by the Nets. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Brown dishes to Durant. Banked in off the glass. KD's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
That's a nice little 8-iron chip shot for KD.
Here's the pass to Wiggins. Looney kicks to Curry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to KD. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Now here's Thompson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Off target from the wing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here's Green. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Curry with the steal. Passes it to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Curry is inside. Looney on him. Curry can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 3. There's the screen. Right block shot. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do generally.
He's checked in for Looney. Kuminga comes in for Green. Payton, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Mills. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Rockets the pass to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. And the Nets miss again. Warriors leading by 5. Wiggins drives in. No good from the low block.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Baseline jumper. Poole, no good. Nets trail by 5. Nuggets looking it over. Over Wiggins. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, getting the ball off the dribble to the bucket is one of Dragic's strengths. You can't afford to let him get that close to the rim, or he's going to get you.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Wiggins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. Outside Dragic. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Wiggins drives in. And a missed layup. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. It's Aldridge, high post. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Well, he's not a bad ball handler for a big guy. Aldridge able to put that on the deck and draw contact.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game right now. The first free throw is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Porter's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Claxton's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Put big guys on the floor.
Now here's Poole. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here's Mills. Takes it off the glass. Mills has got 5 now.
Becoming more and more complete on the offensive end. Mills shows he can shoot it off the bounce, keeping the defender honest.
Poole kicks to Porter. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Thomas against Porter. Now here's Dragic. Defense right on him. Lets it go with the 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Warriors. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after half.
Hey, folks, and welcome. This first half has been the Stephen Curry.
He gets on a roll, and defensively, before you know it, you've lost control of the situation. I'm not sure how you can slow this guy down now. He's primed.
And now as the regular season. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond and Ford. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Looney. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather hold the team. And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Outside Curry launches a 3. A rebound by the Nets. And amazing to even consider using a boxing one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it didn't work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And now look at the point guards who have been taking matters into their own hands this past month. These are the top scorers at their position. You look at Irving, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Jordan Poole, who's right there as well.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
Well, he is the modern point guard defined. Players who aren't just out there to direct traffic and keep the ball moving, but guys who can lead the entire offense at times by themselves. Just tremendous scores.
Warriors trail by 4. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's too...